Buongiorno to my friends in Italy and a very good afternoon to my friends in India. I'm honored and privileged to be a part of this Indo-Italian business mission on food processing. It is indeed an honor to be here amongst all of you in these difficult times. I hope you're all keeping good health and are safe wherever you are. As we meet during these difficult times, I'm sure we all understand the challenges as well as the new opportunities that this new environment is providing. I think Italy and India have a very warm bond and relationship for over 70 years, and I myself had the opportunity to enjoy the warmth of the Italian people in 2016 as well as enjoy the hospitality of your government while I was there. I also had the opportunity to meet your Vice Minister in the food processing sector as well. And in 2017 World Food India, we were happy to welcome 24 companies from Italy who partnered with us in World Food India as our focus country. I believe the times today offer a range of opportunities to all of us. While we struggle to cope with these difficult times, but I think these times also give us an opportunity where the global supply chains are changing. People are looking to realign themselves. They are looking at new countries to source from. And when we talk about the food processing sector, I think this immediately makes India and Italy as natural partners where we can come together and open up new doors for these new opportunities. I'm happy to say that the food processing sector in India is considered one of the champion sectors because it's been growing. If we look at just the foreign direct investment in India, the increase last year was a whopping 44% more than the previous year. It's one of the champion sectors today, even more so, because I believe that during these COVID pandemic lockdown times, India has opened up to the importance of ready to eat and frozen foods. I'm sure you all realize that in India we have a culture of cooking fresh food with our hands, and that's what was the tradition. But now with the lockdown, where more and more people are turning towards easier ways of cooking, ready to eat gives umpteen opportunities which did not exist earlier. Between our two countries, where I'm sure Italy has one of the largest Indian diaspora in the European Union in Italy, and I know that from my state of Punjab we have a huge diaspora which takes care of the rural economy of Italy, be it in the dairy sector, be it in the farming sector. I know many of my brethren from here who are settled in Italy and have very warm ties with the Italian people and help in growing their rural sector, the agriculture sector as well. I think that's where I feel new opportunities lie. You all know that India is one of the largest producers of food in the world. We are the largest producers of fruits, vegetables, cereals, the second largest producers of meat and marine. And with a local population of 1.3 billion people, I think, like I often say, the entire Europe population put together is probably equal to just 2 or 3 states of India. That's how huge our population is. So this 1.3 billion people, of 2/3 of them being young with growing incomes. In fact, by 2025, our average age will be 29 years. We will be the youngest nation in the whole world. And this is going to remain so till 2070. So a young India with a growing middle class with disposable incomes at their disposal and ready to eat being the new growth sector for our country, which is not only going to drive our rural economy, but also going to be the sector which has proved over the last 5 years to be growing at over 8%, and over the next 5 years projected to grow over 12 to 14%. I think this is a sector that in India gives immense opportunities. I would also like to mention over here that our food sector, the demand for food, is going to be almost $1.2 trillion worth over the next 5 years. That's the kind of opportunities we have here. I think in many sectors where companies from Italy as well as companies in India could partner, be it in the cold chain sector, be it in the food processing machinery manufacturing sector, be it in the technology sector. I think all these sectors give us immense opportunities and partnership. I would also like to mention here that the government of India is promoting the food processing sector in a big way in India. We have in my ministry incentives to the tune of almost $1 billion which we give out to the food processing entrepreneurs, retailers, manufacturers, farmers, anybody interested in getting into the food processing sector. And with this incentive of $1 billion, we hope to leverage another investment of over $5 billion. And I'm happy to say that be it Indian companies or even foreign companies or Italian companies, the incentives are open for all. They start from 1 million and go up to over $7 million. And with these kinds of incentives in the food processing sector, you can imagine the advantages of the profitability and the way that it increases. So I would invite all of you to come and partner with us. We have amazing schemes in India. In my ministry, we have the Mega Food Park scheme, which is an opportunity for many small companies to come and feel out the market and with a small amount of investment make huge gains. We have 42 mega food parks across India. It's a hub and spoke model where common facilities are created in every state, which includes infrastructure for processing, for storage, for packaging, with all roads, electricity, water, environment clearances, everything is done. You just have to come and plug and play. So the opportunity it provides that if you find that your product has a bigger market in southern India and in northern India, you could put up your unit in southern India and in northern India instead of putting it up in one place and having to pay on that transportation of transporting it everywhere. You could get an incentive from my government for setting up a unit inside our mega food parks and then be really close to your point of consumption and your point of retail as well. So be it our mega food parks or our cold chain scheme, where we are making a grid of cold chains from production to consumption areas. This is spread across the length and the breadth of the country with over 300 cold chain projects. We have backward forward linkage schemes. So I would say that the government of India under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi has given a lot of focus on ensuring that India provides an opportunity to every country in our domestic market looking for new pastures in the food processing sector, looking for new areas of growth, be it our domestic market, but on the other hand, being very closely located to many food importing nations like the Arab countries, United Arab Emirates, be it Japan, and with the abundance of raw material that we have, like I said, that we are one of the largest manufacturers of producers of food in the world. These countries give a host of opportunities to Italian companies to come and tie up with our companies, either to sell their technology, their machinery and their products, and to tap the huge market that the Indian population offers, or on the other hand, come and make in India and tap all these countries which are in very close proximity to India and are major food importing nations. So I hope that this Indo-Italian digital business platform in food processing gives a new opportunity of our companies to come together and increase trade and business and convert these tough times into a host of new opportunities for both of us to partner and to benefit our people. I take this opportunity to wish you all buona sorte, good luck to both the countries and to this wonderful new event which has been held by CII to promote business between our countries. Thank you and good day.